Sure, how much of yourselves and the management team has got buzzing for the semi-final?
Yeah, I mean it's always exciting to go to into the semi-finals of Scottish Cup. We've, as you know, we've done pretty well with that over the last few seasons. So the girls just love it. We're really excited about being part of that challenge to get to a final. We know it's going to be tough, but we're really excited. The girls are they're really focused on what's coming up, but we've got a game tonight as well, so that takes a wee bit of priority. We still need to get over those kind of hurdles, but overall really excited about the challenge that we've got this weekend, and we know it's going to be a tough challenge as well. We've played them recently, so for us the Motherwell are a good team this season, so we know it's going to be a challenge to get to that final, but we're looking forward to it.
A competition that Philip done very well in years. Why do you think that is? You know, is it the sort of one? Is it the knockout type thing? What makes this so special?
I mean, I think last season we had arguably one of the best squads that Hibs have ever had. You know, I think we were challenging on all fronts last year. We were very close to winning the league last year as well. So I don't think it's just about the cups. I think we wanted to challenge for the league last year, and I thought we did that very, very well. And we were very unfortunate not to get the treble last year. So I don't think we're just I think we're kind of seen as a cup team. I think this season there's been a few more challenges. We've lost, as it's been talked about, we've lost a lot of players. So this season was always going to be a bit more of a challenge getting into the season and challenge for the league. So the cups are the things that we've been focusing in on. Managed to retain the League Cup, which was fantastic. We've got a young squad, they're hungry, so it's our cup to lose, so they're really determined to hold on to this, and I think that showed in that cup final. We weren't going to sit back and let another team take it. We want to hold on to these cups, so get into these next games, that will be shown again.
Hibernian have got a really good record in cups. What is it about Hibs that gives you that ability to take some?
You just don't want to lose it, do you? It's yours to lose. We've held on to it. We absolutely loved the cup final last year. The whole as an event as well, it was excellent. We felt it was a step forward. It was quite a special day, and the girls like those days. They step up to them. They love that challenge, and I think to get into that, if we can get to another final, I think would be a very exciting time. But it's first of all, we've got to get over the hurdle here. So it's our cup. We want to hold on to it, and hope we can do that.
It was absolutely tragic last time around Motherwell.
Yeah.
I mean, things have changed since then, and as you say, we lost a lot of players.
Yeah.
So how do you approach this one then?
Well, we approach it with how we approach every game. We take it very seriously. We're focused on the squad that we've got and how we can impact the game. We know we play a style of football that we like to play, but just playing Motherwell recently, they stopped us playing that type of game. They did very well against us. So we know that they've changed from last year as well. So we don't go into any game lightly. We take every game very, very seriously, and we prepare for that game. And Motherwell have given us a lot of things to think about, but at the same time, we've got some quality, some real quality within our squad, young players who are hungry to get success. So I think, let them go and play, let them go and express themselves, and for us that should take care of it, but at the same time we don't take it lightly.
So that's Scott, the same sort of question, but Scotland losing out of place in the Champions League affects you more than it affects Glasgow City. How disappointing is that? And I suppose you'll be rooting on Glasgow City next year to get so fast to get us a place back, for a second spot back, I suppose.
It'd be excellent, wouldn't it? Yeah, I mean, our Champions League this season has been it's been fantastic. To go to the qualifiers and play the way we played out there, it just showed you as a young squad that they did remarkably well. It was like again, we can go back and say this, but it's like 3 cup matches that we had to win, and the girls were excellent. Very proud of the way they played, and all season we've been, I think we've not used the word shocked, but I'm amazed at how they've stepped up to the challenge this season. They've kept high standards, and worked very hard. So to miss out next season on Champions League is going to hurt the squad, because you want to challenge yourself against the best in Europe, and we did that recently. We've learnt lessons. It was a painful lesson, but we've learnt a lot of lessons from that. So you would want to take that into next season as well, but unfortunately it looks unlikely. And
does that affect you recruiting players as well? Because I mean, it must be quite a large part of your recruitment strategy, not only being able to win silverware, in domestic campaigns, but Champions League too.
Yeah, it doesn't really. I mean, for us, we want to compete in the league first and foremost. That's our priority. So, we've shown over the seasons that apart from this season, we've really pushed Glasgow City all season. So that's what we want to get back to. That's our priority. I mean, that's what every club in the women's game want to be, to go and challenge at the top. Because as you've pointed out, we've been good in the cups and we've just missed out in the league last year. But we really want to challenge Glasgow City in the league, and we know there's other clubs that are preparing and they want to go and challenge for that as well. So we know that we've got to recruit and we've got to retain very wisely going into next season. But I think Hibs have a great reputation as a club and what we do with young players, and I think retention is first priority. We've got a great squad, a really exciting young squad to go and impact next year, and if we can keep most of them getting into next season, I think we'll have a really good challenge.
I'm guessing that's the obvious question, Stewart. If other clubs are gearing up and going semi-pro, they will have a lot to offer in terms of recruitment. Yeah. Is there danger here that Hibs are going to be left behind?
It might look like that, but we are preparing for things in the background as well. We can't go into too much detail at the moment because none of these things are written in stone as yet, but we're doing our own preparation and we'll let our girls know as soon as possible what we're planning, what we're doing. So I don't think we'll get left behind. I think we'll be very much there in the midst of things. I think we've always shown a commitment to the women's game, and that will be there.
Can I ask you, we asked Scott this as well, and it kind of developed into a large conversation around equal importance around events like this coming up. Do you think that there is enough equal importance put on the Scottish Women's Cup semis?
Well, I think it's a difficult one to kind of answer at this present moment. I think it's such an exciting time for the women's game, and I don't think we can look at comparisons quite yet to the men's game to the women's game, but it's very exciting. I think over the back of the World Cup it was brilliant. I think we've still got huge steps to get to a level where we can expect a lot of support within for the women's game, I should say. So I think there's still challenges there to meet, but I do think the women's game is stepping forward gradually, but we've got to do it measured. We don't want to go down the line of, we were talking about it in the car, Yeovil Town or something like that, and overcommit where you haven't got the support around it. And I don't know if we've got a huge support around the women's game as yet. I think those who are involved in it have done an amazing job, and I just said earlier, I thought the cup final last year was immense, an event and an experience for the girls. I don't think anybody can argue how great an experience that was. But the thing we want to build, and I think that's down to the clubs, is a fan base and a support for that, so that we can have stability and we can have sustainability. But first we've got to build our own fan bases.
In terms of the players then, how much are they looking forward to this semi-final and hopefully once again getting a hand on that trophy?
Yeah, massively. Like you say, as Stewart said, it's our trophy in our eyes, so it's just playing against Motherwell this Sunday, overcoming that, because that's not going to be easy. We're not hiding behind the semi-final. We still need to jump that hurdle, and then we'll go on and hopefully retain the cup that we think's ours. So.
Just Stewart was speaking about there. Is it that determination that that it is yours in a sense, and they're going to try and fight to take it off you, but you've earned the right to say your holders, and that's the motivation and determination that you guys are carrying? Yeah,
massively. So we've seen that in the League Cup final, that we were not going to let go of that easily, and I think it's no secret that we've not performed amazingly in the league this season, but we've got that belief behind us that we perform well in the cups, and it's a young squad. We're excited for this occasion, the semi-final, and hopefully go on to the final. It's occasions like this that we all train every day for, so hopefully that'll give us the buzz that we need to not back down easily, and we've got the determination in the squad without a doubt to retain that trophy.
And How does it feel as a player when you see other clubs like Rangers, Celtic making the financial investment in the players and giving them the opportunity to be paid a less bit of money?
No, you know, it's a difficult question to answer, but playing at Hibs, for me, it's more than just that, you know. And I think it's the same with a lot of the girls. We want to be at a club that, you know, is from the grassroots. A lot of our players have came up from, you know, under 13s, played right through, and so Hibs to me is more than, you know, it means a lot to me, as it does with a lot of the girls. So a little bit of money doesn't change that. You know, we're loyal to the club, and you know, hopefully it's something that can come in the future. That's not something that's in my hands or anything, something I know anything about. But you know, hopefully we can keep up with other clubs and we don't fall behind. But I think that's something that will come. You know, a club as big as Hibs, we're not going to let that slip.
And see, just back on the semi-final on Sunday and cup games in general, Leah, do you feel different going into these games compared with the games given Hibs' record in those tournaments?
In a way, but when you look at games like, for example, the game against Glasgow City at the end of last season, that's, for me and the rest of the players, that's like a cup final because it's got the same outcome really. So the last game we had to win that to win the league. So it's the same as a League Cup final. So in a sense, yeah, but in a sense, a lot of the league games mean the same to us as well, like when we're playing against Glasgow City. So it does create a bit more of a buzz, and it's a bit more of a atmosphere because of the occasion. Semi-finals and finals, you know, that's what we aim to achieve as a club. So I think there is a bit more of a buzz and a bit more sort of adrenaline, but I think the same sort of feelings are created in the league at times as well.